Hello, everybody. Welcome to my 2024 NASCAR playoff predictions. I have no idea where I am wearing Broncos gear, but that doesn't matter. This regular season was one of the best I've ever seen, and we have 15 legitimate championship drivers with one, um, what's it called? One outlier who is most likely a guaranteed first round exit, but I could see 15 of the 16 drivers making it to the round of 12 by how the tracks shake out this first round. Championship drivers who can win the championship is smaller than 15, but I don't know. Anything can happen in these next 10 weeks. So let's get started with the guys who I think are going to be eliminated in the round of 16. Harrison Burton. Harrison Burton right off the bat. He's 34th in the standings before he won at Daytona, won his way in, and there's not much need to be said about him. The next driver I have is Austin Cindric, and yes, I do know his two best attributes are super speedway racing and road course racing, which are in the first round. But Bristol is also there, and if it's anything like it was in the spring, he's done for. My next driver is Daniel Suarez. I don't think he's making it out of the round of 16. I don't know. He had a little bit of a flare up later on in the summer, but yeah, I just haven't seen much out of him. Sure, Atlanta's in this round, so he could definitely win that, which anybody can win Atlanta. But I know he's a good road course racer, but he's been kind of inconsistent. I haven't seen him up in the front at road courses much this year. I'm kind of shocked that happened. But yeah, I don't think Suarez is making it out of the first round this year. So now we have my last spot, and I have 5 drivers on the cut line. The first is Joey Logano. He's been disappointing this year. Besides that win at Nashville, he's been really disappointing. He's having a pretty down season. Chase Briscoe, that awesome win at Darlington. Stewart Haas is not dead yet. I think he's going to be around the bubble. Then I have my favorite driver, Alex Bowman. I'm trying not to be biased here. I'm trying not to be biased about Alex, but he's been pretty bad. After his Chicago win, he has done nothing besides get that top 3 at Pocono. He has done nothing after those 2 weeks. And then the next driver that I have making it through or just on the bubble is Ty Gibbs. But I will say I have Ty Gibbs making it into the round of 12. I think he's going to win Bristol. I don't know. He was good at Bristol earlier in the spring, but he was just over-aggressive on his tires, and they chewed him up. He's also a decent road course racer. Atlanta's the track that I'm worried about him the most. But I think he got a top 10 there, so I don't know. I think he's going to have a really strong round. And then the last guy I have is the retiring man, Martin Truex Jr., who has also been pretty awful since he announced his retirement. Who knows? But I will say I have Gibbs making it through easily. I have Logano making it through. I am going to put the 48 through, just barely. And I am going to put Chase Briscoe through. I don't have Martin Truex making it out of the first round. I don't know. He just seems unmotivated now. He just seems unmotivated right now. And I wouldn't be too shocked if he made it to the round of 12, but also got eliminated in the first round. So I have Truex, Suarez, Cindric, and Burton all being the round of 16 eliminations. Then we get to the round of 12, which is hard. So I'll just say the guys who have locked getting through. Kyle Larson's a lock. Tyler Reddick's making it through the round of 12. Same with Bell. Same with Elliott. Same with Blaney. And then it gets tough. Now we're down to Brad, Hamlin, Logano, Gibbs, Briscoe, and Bowman. So right off the bat, 48 is done. Round of 12 is their kryptonite. If they can exercise that demon, I will be very surprised. I don't know what it is with Alex Bowman in the round of 12, but he just can't get out of that round. He always gets eliminated in that round, besides in 2020 when he made the round of 8. That's the only time he's made it past the round of 12 in his Hendrick career. But, yeah, I don't see Alex Bowman making it to the round of 8. Then I'm going to have to eliminate Chase Briscoe. I mean, he has pulled off magical runs in the past. I just don't see it this year in SHR's final season. So I think Chase Briscoe is going to be eliminated in the round of 12. Then we have the last couple of drivers, and this is where it gets interesting. Brad is safe. I have Brad making it to the round of 8. What's in the round of 12? Kansas, which RFK was good there. Talladega, which Brad is good there, and then the Roval, which is the track that Brad should be worried at the most, the Roval, since I don't think he's ever won a road course in his career, which is kind of surprising, but it's true. But I think he'll be fine. I think he'll have 2 good runs at Kansas and Talladega that'll carry him through to where he'll just get a couple points at the Roval and get through. Here's the tough part. So we have 6 drivers. I've eliminated Bowman and Briscoe. We have 4 drivers for 2 spots. Logano, Gibbs, Hamlin, and William Byron. Yeah, I forgot about William Byron, didn't I? And this seems kind of obvious, but it's not. Hamlin got hit with that huge penalty for that Bristol engine. Byron has been slumping a bit recently. Ty Gibbs is hot. He's really hot. And then Logano's having another lame duck season. That's why I think Joey's going to get ousted in the round of 12. And then it's down to Hamlin, Byron, and the 54 of Ty Gibbs. This is tough. This is really tough. Ty's having an amazing season. But I think this is his first time in the playoffs, and I think that's going to show in the round of 12. I think the experience of William Byron and Denny Hamlin will outlast Ty Gibbs. So I think Ty Gibbs, Joey Logano, Chase Briscoe, and Alex Bowman will be out in the round of 12. Now we get down to the round of 8. And this is tough. This is where it comes down to the end. It's Martinsville. It's, I believe, Vegas. Vegas is in that. And Homestead, I believe. Not too sure. I'm pretty sure it's Kansas, Dega, and the Roval in the round of 12. And the round of 16 is... Oh, yeah. Yeah, it is. It is. And then Homestead, Vegas, and Martinsville are in the round of 8. So, I'm gonna throw in Larson and Reddick. They're gonna lock in. They're gonna be in the championship 4. They're the best 2 drivers this season. And Larson and Reddick were the top 2 finishers at Vegas, and then they're also both really good at Homestead too. So it's kind of safe to put them in. And also Larson's good at every track in the round of 8. Reddick's not so good at Martinsville, I don't think, but he wasn't good at Michigan, and look what he did at Michigan. He won. So Reddick's in the championship 4, and so is Larson. So now we have Bell, Blaney, Elliott, Hamlin, Byron, and Brad. I'm going to eliminate Brad. I don't think Brad had good speed at Vegas and Martinsville. I think they're going to be RFK's going to be pretty good at Homestead, but I don't think they're going to have the speed at the other 2 tracks that's going to help him in this tight round, because this is the Elite 8. the best 8 drivers this season, and I don't think Brad's gonna. I think it's gonna be very clear that Brad's gonna get eliminated. We're gonna find that out pretty quickly if he makes it to the round of 8. Um, then I have Denny Hamlin. I don't know. That penalty really took the wind out of the 11 sails, in my opinion. I think that penalty is going to come back to cost him, and I don't know. I just don't think he hasn't done. I haven't really heard his name up in the front recently. I did at Darlington. I don't know. Maybe he's just lurking late to strike, but I don't know. I don't think he's gonna make it past the round of 8. Um, and then I'm gonna lock in Christopher Bell because I think he's gonna win Homestead. He's also very good there. So Larson, Reddick, and Homestead, or sorry, damn Homestead. What? Larson, Reddick, and Bell. I have making it to the championship 4. Now it comes down to the last spot: Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron, and I'm gonna knock out Byron right away. I I know he turns it on in the playoffs, but Elliott and Blaney have just been better than him this year. At least in the second half. The first half, it was all Byron. Byron was red hot, but he's cooled off, and I think he's gonna get all the way to the round of 8, but I don't think he's gonna make it past that this year. No championship 4 for William Byron. But this is tough. Chase Elliott, who's probably been the best driver when it comes to consistency all season, along with his teammate Kyle Larson and Reddick, and then Ryan Blaney, the defending champ, who we know can turn on in the playoffs and has improved as a driver. But ever since Texas of last year, Ryan Blaney has looked like a different driver than the one we saw from 2019 or from 2016, because that's when he started his career, to Texas of 2023 in the fall. He has really improved, and I like that out of Ryan Blaney. He's turned a new leaf. And these are 2 of the best drivers, 2 champions of the sport. But I don't know. This is the toughest decision out of all of them. But Blaney's won at Martinsville before. Elliott never has, but he always runs good there. Homestead. Ooh. Not too sure how they do at Homestead. I think Blaney did good there last year. I don't know. I know Elliott's done that. I don't know. That's a toss-up for who you want there. Las Vegas. Yeah, I don't know. They're going to be pretty close, I think. They're going to be evenly matched if they're both in the round of 8, and they're the last 2 drivers. Like, the 9 and the 12 are on the cut line. The 12 and the 9 were the first one out. You can mix and match that. But I think Chase's consistency, because he hasn't really screwed up this year and gotten himself a wrecked race car, I think his consistency will be better than Ryan Blaney's consistency. And I think Chase Elliott's going to make the championship 4 for the first time since 2022. In his return to the playoffs, if you wanted to call it that. So the championship 4 is 2 Chevys and 2 Toyotas. 2 Hendrick Chevys, a Joe Gibbs Toyota, and a 2311 Toyota. Larson, Reddick, Bell, Elliott. And I'm going to go 4 through first here. I think out of all 4 of them, Chase Elliott has the least amount of wins. He's been really consistent, sure, but you need winning speed in the playoffs. You need wins in the playoffs. And Chase hasn't been able to put that all together besides Texas this year. And Chase is going to make the championship 4, but I don't think he's going to be a factor. I have Chase finishing 4th in the standings this year. Now it's tough because I think these 3 are the best 3 drivers this year: Larson, Reddick, and Christopher Bell. And what we saw in Phoenix in the spring was Hendrick was bad at Phoenix in the spring, and the Toyotas were fast. They were bad fast at Phoenix. So, but I think that's going to change in the fall. I think that's going to change that because it's the championship 4. You got to put in your best setup. I don't think Hendrick's going to miss the setup, but I think Toyota's going to keep the same car And Kyle Larson, unfortunately, will be bit by that with Hendrick's short track program being not that great. I think they'll have good cars. Him and Chase will have good cars, but I don't think they're going to challenge Tyler Reddick and Christopher Bell. Or they will, but not challenge them enough late in the going. They'll fade off. Kyle Larson will finish third in my rankings, or in my predictions. Now it comes down to the top two. The man who won Phoenix, or the best driver in the regular season, points-wise. Christopher Bell or Tyler Reddick. Tyler Reddick has never made a championship for. Christopher Bell, this will be his third. He's made two back-to-back years, and he won at Phoenix earlier this year. Reddick was also very good at Phoenix and has been very good at Phoenix before. But he's also turned into a different driver since he left RCR and came to 2311. He has gotten extremely better along with Ryan Blaney, and Tyler Reddick has always been a good driver. Ever since he came into the sport, he's been awesome in this series. But I think this is the year that, yes, Christopher Bell did win Phoenix, but I think the 45 team is just going to be different this year. And I think Tyler Reddick will win the championship for the Cup Series in 2024. Christopher Bell will come up second. It's going to be a very close battle between both of them in my head. That's what I think, if this happens in real life. But Tyler Reddick is my champion for 2024. And yeah, that's it for my NASCAR playoff predictions. I hope y'all like them. I hope I'm right. I hope Reddick is the champion. I think this is his best year to do it so far in his career. Easily the best. But I don't think it'll be the best ever. He's going to have a really good peak, I think. But yeah, Reddick is my champion. I hope y'all agree with me. Comment down below if you have some different suggestions or different picks. But yeah, that's it. Have a good day. RV out. Peace.